Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. Today we're going to start a new Let's Play series on a game called Total Factory. I've been following this game for quite a long time. It first appeared in my top upcoming games video, I think volume 3, a few months ago. But I've been wanting to dive in and get in a lot deeper, so we're going to start a Let's Play. I've turned off the game music. It's got game music. It's fine. I just don't include music just in case there's copyright hits against the channel. So let's start a new game and dive in and see what this is all about. Okay, you sure you want to start a new game? Yep. I played for boy, I'd say maybe 3 to 5 hours before starting the series. Ooh, the maps are different because this looks different right out of the bat. Okay, welcome to Total Factory. The game is still being actively developed, but already has enough content for an enjoyable game. The game will take you through a small tutorial to help you understand the basics. If you don't wish to follow the tutorial, check the checkbox at the bottom, and hints will not appear again until you start a new game. So we'll leave it on. We'll leave the little tutorial hints on. All right, hint. The place where you start is your main base. The thing marked with the yellow arrow is the task center. Look at it to see your current task. Select on the task center by clicking on it and pressing E to open the menu, or click on the backpack icon in the lower right corner of the screen. That's this guy way down here. All right, boom. So let's do it. Boom, click, and then I'll hit E. Okay, fine. This is the hub or task center. It has 4 inputs for conveyors. Check your current goals to find out what you need to complete the current stage. Goals are displayed in the hub interface tab with the hub icon. Okay, boom. That's this guy up here. Okay, you can read information about the items simply by hovering over it. So we hover over this, we can see this is copper ore with soil. And it's used to create new items and structures, and purification is required. Okay, very good. And then we've got some things here that we're going to get as a reward once we supply our hub with 100 units of this copper ore with soil. So that's our objective, and this is what we get. We're going to get the ability to build a twig extraction machine. So this is going to generate wood for us, which is a fuel source. We get a purifier, which as titled is going to purify different materials in the game for us. We'll see these in action. Air ionizer, from what I know, this is kind of like a building material. We'll use this to build our ammunition, and then this is a recipe for the ammunition, the plasma cell. Okay, very cool. We'll escape out of this. Okay, objects can be selected with the mouse. It's convenient. Try selecting the craft terminal and then pressing E to open its menu. So that's this guy with the big yellow arrow here. Boom, E again. Okay, this is the craft terminal. Here you can create items using materials obtained from the game world. Okay, click on the tab with the bag icon. That's this here. This is the container of the current object. The assembly machine puts produced items in its own container. Craft terminal. If production is canceled, the reserved items are moved into the container. So I'm guessing that means like the ingredients get pushed back into the container. Hints. Okay, items can be split using the right mouse button while dragging the item. Or simply right mouse click on an item in your inventory. As long as there is at least one free space, it'll split it in half. Cool. Like it. You can castling items in an inventory from a inventory to a container or hotbar, and vice versa. An item can be quickly moved to a container or from a container using the left shift and left click. Okay. So here we are. We're in the, what is this guy? The craft terminal. It's got its own inventory here represented by the bag, and then my inventory is shown here in the backpack. Right now I don't have anything in my inventory. But this crafting terminal has some iron ore and it has some wire. So I'm just going to take all that and put it in my inventory. So now we can see it there. Escape out of this. Okay, the scanner eye icon is, or can detect the nearest ore deposits if they are in an active region, or if you have mined them before. Okay. Click on the eye icon to scan an area. Okay, I like it. This is down here, kind of in the hotbar. We can press the C key, or we can just click this button. Boom. And it's going to scan the local area. It's showing we've got copper nearby, and it's showing we've got iron kind of off in this direction to the, I don't know what that would be, southwest. Okay, the scanner has detected resources near you. Take the rig from the capsule and place it in the hotbar slot. Then place the rig on the ore near the base. You can rotate the building with the mouse wheel. There's not too many more of these hints, by the way, so we won't be reading the whole episode, I don't think. There's our copper deposit. They said grab a miner from one of the capsules here. Let's do it. Let's see if I can... Cosmodoc Corporation capsule. I'm just going to hit E to get into this thing. Here we've got the turret, and we've got plasma cells, and we've got wires. I'm going to grab just the plasma cells and the wire. I'm going to leave these turrets in that capsule. We're looking for a miner, so it's in one of these. What this guy's got, there it is. There's our mining rig. I'll drag that to the hotbar because we're going to place that. And we've got some iron ore with soil. Let's grab that too. So here's our inventory plus what's in here in the hotbar. In fact, I can just drag these wires onto the hotbar. And we want to place the rig on this copper ore. So boom, select it. I'll try to zoom in. I'm scrolling to rotate it. Boom, down it goes. Wonderful. Now craft and place a solid fuel generator on the ground. It can be crafted at the crafting terminal. Don't forget to drop wood or twigs into the generator's container to make it work. There's other resources too, coal and maybe some other things that we can use for fuel as well. We'll see that as we play on. So they want us to go to the crafting terminal to build one of these things. Let's go in, hit E. Here it is, the solid fuel generator. You can see we can currently build only 5 materials. Wire, power poles, conveyor belts, and rigs. Power poles, if you guys are familiar with my Satisfactory series, you'll know I like power poles. Maybe we'll build a few thousand of those. Solid fuel generator takes iron ore with soil. You can see we've got 38 in our inventory, shown by the bag here, and it shows how much we need, 10. Wire, we're in good shape, but we do need to make a power pole. Let's just do one of these. Oops, doesn't look like we can make it. We need stones before we can craft the power pole. So let's hop out of here, find some stone. Looks like we've got some nearby. I'm just going to primary click and grab this. In fact, I might take this whole stack while we're here. And while we're mining this, yeah, I've been following this game for a while. I can tell you the developer is very passionate about this game. He's been putting out a ton of updates at high frequency. There's a Discord channel for the game. I'll put the link to that in the description. You can check that out. Steam page, all the links as usual will be in the video description. We'll grab the last of that stone, hop in here, boom, boom. Let's make our power pole. We just need one for now. That's all I'm going to do because inventory space is a little tight. Can't tell yet, but it's a little tight until we get some upgrades. Back to the terminal. We want to make a, what do we call this thing? A solid fuel generator. We've got everything we need. Create. Boom. And it's in our inventory. I'm going to pop this on the hotbar. And I'm actually going to move this off the hotbar. And I can move this, our ammunition. I can move that off the hotbar. I don't think we need it there. All right, now we need to place this power generator. I don't know that it matters. I'm going to put it kind of close. Boom. Okay, you are doing well. Now you need to supply energy to the rig. In order to conduct energy from one object to another, you need wire. Okay. Drag the wire to the quick slot. We've already got it in there. And click on it to select it. Stay within the green radius and drag the wire from A to B. And you can remove the wire by repeating that procedure again. So we'll just show that. I'll grab the wire. I'm going to connect this guy to here. Just click and drag basically. And then if I wanted to disconnect that for some reason, I can just do that same motion and it'll disconnect it. Machines requiring electricity have a status indicator, a battery icon. The icon is displayed if there is no power or a low power level, and it's also displayed for a couple of seconds after the connection, just meaning it might take a minute to hook up. Time to put a conveyor belt between the rig and the hub. All buildings have directional signs. Look at the yellow and red arrows. All right. So now they want us to do conveyors. We still haven't put fuel in here. We will. Let me just show you while we're out of the tutorial how you can disconnect a wire. If I've got the wire selected, you can see it. If I just click this again, that's how you disconnect a wire. Pretty simple, pretty intuitive. So that's going to get power as soon as we add fuel. Actually, why don't we do that? Why don't we add fuel first? Well, we're in winter biome, so I haven't played this before. I'm going to point at a tree, and let's grab 30 of these. I don't want to spend too much time grinding here. But I'm gonna grab 30 of these logs and throw them in our little generator here, just so that miner can start doing its thing. Here I am. Grab logs. They happen to be on the hotbar. I'm gonna drag them up into the inventory of the of our little fuel generator or burner here. So that guy starts smoking, generating power. Power's going over to our mining rig. And this guy should be, yeah, starting to produce the copper oil, starting to mine copper ore, I should say. And this is a very small initial deposit. You can see resources 218. That's how many nuggets we've got in this little resource. Just mined one down to 217. And that's all right now being put into, whoops. Oh, I want to go here. Being put into the inventory of the rig. Now they're asking us to belt this over into our hub. And you can see our hub's got 4 inputs, 1 on each side. And we're going to be feeding this thing throughout the game. So let's see, I'm going to scroll to rotate. Boom, 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 boom. I'm kind of envisioning that this belt is going to come all the way out here as we grow our factory, and then we'll have one coming out this way, one coming out this way, kind of like the hub in Shapes. If you remember that, my series on Shapes, we did kind of the same thing. Now I need to wiggle these belts around. Oh, I think that one's wrong. Let me escape out of that, and I'm just going to take up this belt. They let me by left clicking on it. Let's pop that one down. This, boom. So now we're in business. We've got this copper ore with soil being sent into our hub. That's what's needed. The items are transferred exclusively between machines only through conveyor belts and underground conveyors. One machine cannot transfer items directly to another, so you can't put 2 machines next to each other and just have one feed the next that's got to use a conveyor belt or an underground conveyor. That's what they're telling us there. So if we go to the hub and we look at our objective, we've supplied 10. We need to supply 100 of this copper ore with soil. This is all on autopilot right now. The only thing we need to make sure is that we have enough fuel in our solid fuel generator. And you can see it's kind of slowly burning the logs. We've got 24 in there. I'm going to grab some more. Manually pull these out of here. Eventually we're going to get machines that allow us to harvest this automatically. So we won't have to do it manual, but I'm going to grab maybe 50 of these things while I grab a drink. You can see them counting up in the bottom right. Almost there. Yeah, that's good. And we'll just pop these from our inventory. Actually, down here on the hotbar. Boom. That guy's got 72 logs. That should be plenty to get us through. Let's take a look around, and I can explain some things that I know. We start out with a couple robots that are helping us guard the base here. There's one kind of sitting here. And there's this guy's not helping us with defenses, and another bot over here kind of patrolling the area. And I believe they will patrol within a certain radius. Yeah, you can see this bot belongs to this little pod, and that one belongs to this pod. Right now we're getting a warning that there is an enemy bot stealing resources from us. I'm going to chase after this guy. He's shooting at me right now. I'm shooting at it. There's another enemy. We'll back out of that. That little robot that we just saw was a thief bot, and it went into our fuel generator and stole some of our logs. It actually stole quite a few. So we may need to resupply that little thing. I don't know that we can get them back. Let's see if we can find that bot. That's not it. It's a special thief bot. Enemy. I don't see where it got off to. But we might need to chop down a few more trees. Anyway, I took some damage here, you can see. My health is down a couple little nuggets. This third bot that we've got helping us will repair our main character here, along with the other robots that are defending the base, along with any of the buildings. As long as those buildings and things that need to be repaired are within a certain range of his little pod up here, kind of towards the top left of the screen where I'm highlighting. We'll see more of that. At the bottom of the screen, there's a hotbar. Items from the hotbar fall to the ground as a mountain of junk if your robot has been destroyed. Okay, we'll see that too, I'm sure. I'll get destroyed. So the little healer bot is doing some work on us, repairing us, and our other two patrol bots are just looking around for enemies. They cannot, I don't believe they can detect the thief enemy right away. So that's kind of an issue. The guy that just came by and stole all our logs. All right, we're healed up. I gotta grab some more logs here to feed our fuel generator. And maybe we'll get those logs back if that thief comes back and I can take them out. Let's grab 25 this time. And we'll pop those into the fuel generator. So yeah, I should mention the game is in early access and it is being very actively developed. So depending on the date that this video is posting, things may have changed significantly. Okay, there is a thief bot. You can tell it's kind of got this backpack on it. I'm pretty sure that's a thief. And that one looks like a regular enemy. We can take those out pretty easy. Let's take a look. We've got 674 ammunition. I'm kind of looking for the thief that took our logs. There's a flashlight. If I hit F, our little drone here that's hovering around us will direct the light towards the mouse. There he is. He's got a bunch of damage on him. We got a bunch of tree. Ooh, this is a enemy spawn point. Let's go after this while there's no enemies around. This thing takes quite a few hits. I see an enemy just to the north of me looking to say who's shooting my spawn point. Here he comes. Okay, now he's gonna fight. But these guys aren't too bad. We don't self-heal as far as I know. So that, even though the enemies are kind of easy to take out, their damage adds up. I'm going to take all this. What do we get here? Building mix. Easy to build with Cosmodoc. Interesting. Take all that. We got another enemy here. I really want to go after the one that stole our stuff. Okay, that guy's attacking me. This guy here is the one that took our stuff. He's kind of weak. I don't know if I can get a shot on him. Oh, he's taking me out now. We're close to... Oh, I crossed over to another grid. Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta try and get away. In a bad spot here, actually. Okay. We're kind of weak. Let's head back to base. One way to find out where base is to do this ore scanning thing that we saw earlier on. This little eyeball down to the hotbar. I'm going to click it. And it's going to point to the base along with any ore deposits nearby that we've discovered. So I'm going to head back to base and see if I can't get our medic bot to heal me up. And if he can heal me up near a tree, I could harvest while I'm doing it. Come on, buddy. This guy, there he goes. He's starting to heal me up. Can I reach a tree here? Yeah, okay. He's healing. I'm going to harvest this tree while we're being healed. And then at the bottom of the screen, you saw a couple things happen there. We crossed into another tile on the map. And then also we saw kind of a mortar, an enemy mortar, put the damage on us pretty good. We can take those out too. They take a lot of shots to destroy. I'm just going to sit here and get healed up while I collect some wood, and we'll throw this wood in the fuel generator. And then we can see how we're doing on our progress towards meeting the hub objective of supplying 100 copper with soil. As far as I know, the healing is essentially free. I don't think the that bot takes any fuel or anything. The one that's healing us now. There we are. Looks like we're pretty much healed up. I'm going to go ahead and refill our fuel generator. This guy, boom. And I'm going to dump off some of the stuff that we've been given here from killing enemies. I'll put it in this pod just to free up inventory space. We've got an allied unit producer here. Believe this is a pod. It's almost like a home for a robot. Not the actual robot, but a place where they can kind of dock. I'm going to throw that in storage just for now. And then what are these things? Scrap. It's a pile of metal that will help me upgrade my allied and automation machines. Not sure how to use that yet, so I'm just going to dump it in the storage container. Same thing with these gears. Boom. And same thing with this building mix, since I don't know what that's useful for yet. I've got a couple nuggets of copper ore with soil on me. I can probably throw those directly into the hub. And just get them out of my inventory. Boom. And you can see we've got 78 so far. We need to get to 100. Won't be long. I believe we've got, yeah, another 140, it said, units of copper in that deposit. Okay, do not rush to dismantle the object if it is damaged, in which case it will be destroyed, and the contents of its container will go into your inventory. All right. I think it's just saying if something gets damaged, that repair bot may come by and fix it, so don't feel like you got to destroy things. So you can see our hub right now. It's got this little battery blinking. We haven't hooked up power to the hub. It's not important for putting resources into the hub, but eventually we're going to need to beam those resources up into space. So let's wire up the hub. I'm going to connect it to the same power generator. Let's see if it reaches. I may need a power pole for this. Boom. Will it reach? Looks like it did. The power's hooked up. We just got to wait for that. What else can we go look at? I still want to get that enemy. We can take down some enemies over in this area for now, while we're waiting on the hub objective to complete. Still want to... Okay, we've got a couple guys down here we can go after. Okay, we got some more parts. We'll take it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, there's a mortar. Those things do quite a bit of damage. Oh, there's our buddy. I'm gonna grab... Hey, there's our logs. Okay, we gotta get out of here. That mortar will kill us at this point. Oh man, look how close we are to dying. Okay, we need to get back to base in a hurry without taking any more hits. We got a cliff here I can't hop over. As far as I know, I can't hop over that. We'll hug the outskirts and get out of here. I believe these maps are randomly generated, because this one looks a whole lot different than the one I was just playing on. But yeah, we need some healing quick. Let's find our buddy. There he goes. He's going to start taking care of us, hopefully. Maybe I can reach this tree. Yeah. Can do something productive while we're getting healed up. And then once we're healed up, I think we can complete the hub objective. I bet we've got enough materials. Or we're real close. Yeah, you can see if you look at the hub, kind of little down and to the right of the center of the screen. All right, let's see here. The game world is divided into regions. Enemies are active only in the currently active region. Enemies cannot move between regions. So that's when we crossed over to another zone. And I believe there are 16 regions on the map. I believe it's 4 by 4 grid of tiles. We'll see that as we play on. We'll cross into other regions. You can see right now some material is backing up on the belt. We're about ready to complete the hub objective. In fact, I can probably do it right from here. Let's click on the hub. I'll hit E to go on in. And you can see we've got 100 copper ore with soil. That's what the objective is. It's going to unlock these things for us. I'm going to hit start sending. I'll hit escape. And you can see there's an animation here that kicks on. We're chewing up some power, but now we're sending those resources up. Still getting repaired. Boom. Completed the first little stage there. Pretty straightforward. I've got some junk on me, right? Let's see if I can get rid of some of this. So we know how to use these things. I'm just going to store them in one of these pods. This I do know how to use. The air ionizer. That's going to allow us to build more plasma cells. That's our ammunition. And we picked up the logs that were stolen by that little thief bot. We can pop those into our power generator over here. And we should be in good shape. All right, now we've got some excess copper ore. I'm going to... Oh, I forgot how we... Let's see. How do we grab this? Hold on one second. I'm going to look. Okay. Just checking, because I had asked on the Discord about this, and it said you to pick up items off the belt. Okay, I'm standing on the belt, and I'm just holding down the Q key, and it's feeding it straight into my inventory. This... I'm going to take up this belt. I no longer want to send copper into the hub, because it doesn't need it. Okay. And let's click somewhere else. Let's see if I can get that copper off the belt. All right, now our belt to the hub is empty. Let's see what the new objective is. If I click on the hub, or where is it? Is it down here? This is our tech tree, I believe. Stage Explorer. Okay. For our next goal, we need to supply copper ore. This isn't what we just supplied. This is actually purified copper ore. We got to take the copper ore with soil, run it through a purifier. That'll turn it into just copper ore. And then we need to send, looks like 160 of those into the hub. There's another hint popped up. Enemies will become slightly more powerful over time. Their number will also increase. Secure your factory by placing automatic turrets and robots. Okay. Yeah, I play slow, so hopefully we won't be overcome by robots or enemies. So yeah, then once we supply these items, we're going to unlock some more recipes. Looks like 5 recipes. We got a turret, conveyor connector. I believe this is like a merger. And then we've got a conveyor splitter and a unit producer. This container can contain one of the robots, which is activated automatically. We'll see. Maybe I wonder if you can actually craft units from that. And then an engineer robot. This robot repairs damaged structures. Place it on the manufacturer's container. And these robots will work near their starting point. So we've got one of these. I think that's the one that's been healing us. So that's our next stage. And it looks like there's maybe a total of 8 stages to complete. I'm sure they get more involved. So we got a couple tasks right now. Oh, here comes a thief bot stealing stuff from us again. Okay, we'll let him go. We need to purify the copper. This guy has only 87 resources left. We're going to need to probably find another copper deposit too, right? Yeah, this guy wants 160. I don't have... What do I have? I've got 19 on me that needs to be refined. So let's go to the craft terminal and see if we can make a purifier. Actually, why don't we wrap this episode here? And then next episode, we will look to work on this next objective and get 160 of this purified copper into the hub. We're going to need to build a purifier. I think we've got the recipe to build that. That's this guy here. Cleans the object from unnecessary things. For example, clears branches from log and clears knots from branch. So we'll get to that next episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Special thanks to Glidercat patrons and channel members whose contributions make this content possible. Really appreciate your support. If you'd like to help support this kind of content and bring these indie games to light, there's links to do so in the description. And I'll see you all in the next episode.